Sup nerds, Wired here, and I'm doing something I did not think I would be doing, especially not this soon. But we're actually going to be doing another playthrough slash guide of Dragon Age 2. This time we're going to be playing as the warrior. So let's start up the game right now. We're doing this because most of the subscribers wanted to see another playthrough, not only to see my warrior builds, how I play warrior, how I prioritize my stats and things like that, but also to see what I do, or not what I do, but to see some of the story arcs we missed, the Meryl quest, the Isabella quests, because in my rogue playthrough, I basically played off pure raw emotion, and the characters I just didn't like from the start, I immediately just annexed and didn't want to help them, didn't want to do anything for them. So this time we're going to be nice to everybody, and we're also going to be playing as a female because that was also requested. And luckily female has no bearing on your stats or anything, it's the same strength as male. So we're going to be playing as a female warrior. But this playthrough will completely help you out, not only with your build. I'll be giving strategy on the encounters that I find difficult, normal encounters, normal tips and tricks on how to tank as a two-hand warrior, how to survive as a two-hand warrior, things like that. But we'll be playing this whole game. So I'm basically going to give you the foundation to beat every single possible battle, fight, and encounter without any trouble. Well, some trouble. Some encounters are not favorable for the two-hand warrior, and there will be some kiting involved. But those encounters are few and far between. But we're going to skip most of the dialogue and cutscenes in this playthrough, because we have done them already. If you want to see the dialogue and cutscenes, please watch my rogue playthrough.
We can't keep this up forever. We'll make it through this together. Here they come. Shall I deal with them?
Go ahead.
All yours, sister.
I need a rest after all that destruction and killing I just did. Alright, so I'm going to show you a couple tricks I use. One of the tricks to use is called Taunt Whirlwind. You taunt all your guys here, and then you just use Whirlwind. Now, you can use this like at really high levels because you won't be getting Taunt for a while. You're not going to get Taunt unless you want it early, but usually most people do not get Taunt early. But Taunt Whirlwind is a legitimate strategy, especially on the lower levels. It kills a lot of the little enemies extremely fast. It's usually one hit because if you get all the upgrades to Whirlwind, it's a 100% critical chance. And also staggers everyone instantly, so... Like I said, we're just going to gather up all his buddies here. Take care of them. He was brittled, so I used Scythe, and it does, like, I think it's 300 or 400% more damage.
There's no end to them.
Alright. Oh, Cassandra. You sexy beast, you.
You knew her even before she became the champion.
Wow. Alright. Now we're getting to the first section of the game, and this is actually one of the most important sections because the first chapter, a little bit of it, is actually the hardest for you, especially when you're beginning, because you will be doing so little damage as the two-handed warrior, as you'll see when we start. But don't get discouraged, the class does get much better. Eventually you will be thinking, wow, this is almost like cheating. We're just gonna go with the default. If you choose a custom face, it changes the face of your family and stuff. And they end up looking pretty ridiculous. Portrait, we're gonna go with red. Red. And I want to zoom it in a little bit. I'm gonna load my save. Because believe it or not, if you load your save, get bonus stats, especially if you did like a lot of the DLCs or something. I don't know. But like I said, it doesn't matter if you have one or not. I don't even think I get anything for loading my save, but either way. As I said, we'll be doing a complete Paragon run. We'll always be choosing the top answer no matter what. And this should give us all the pansy dialogue we want. No smartassery in this game, in this playthrough. Alright, so you start off as a two-handed warrior, and your only ability is the friggin' pommel strike. Now the trick to two-handed warrior is to keep Bethany alive right now. I generate enough threat to keep everyone on me, and then we just we keep Bethany alive. It's simple as that. Keep her alive. She's your healer. She's gonna be your support class until you're able to get to Anders. Then Anders will become your full-time defensive mage, and Meryl will be your full-time offensive mage. And Varric will be your support rogue. You will be the tank and primary DPS in your squad. Two-handed warrior is very flexible. I always go with 3 strength on level 1, so we don't do 1 damage to everyone. And we're going to get Mighty Blow because that's the only thing we can pick that isn't a defensive technique, which we don't need right now. Now don't worry, you're going to be respecking very early to get rid of Pommel Strike and things like that and open it up so you can get your big damage spells. But Two-Hand Warrior definitely starts off slow. Mighty Blow does hit a small area in front of you when you use it. It's kind of like an AoE attack, but they really have to be really close for it to do that. But either way. It's one of your primary damage dealers and one of your highest spike damage dealers, so. We're not talking about assassinate type of damage, though. So you should probably get that out of your head. Alright. Let's gonna skip this cutscene, guys.
I am Aveline Ballet.
I know you guys want to see the dialogue and stuff. Well, maybe some of you do, but we're skipping all this because this is just a guide slash playthrough. This has nothing to do with story. I mean, I am going to do all the missions. I'm going to do everything. This is a complete walkthrough and guide to everything. But I'll be using my methods to show you the best way I've found to beat this stuff. One random guy spawns in and kills Bethany. I love it. I know it takes 3 years to kill even basic enemies, but it'll get better, I promise. Bethany, we're gonna go like that. Bethany is becoming our support healer, so we're going to give him her heal. Same way we did our character for him, because he is dead in about 3 minutes. Okay, now let's loot our stuff. Now the problem with mages, as you've seen with Bethany, as soon as they even get freaking touched, they are completely knocked back and cannot cast. This is truth. That's why most people that do play mage as their main, a hawk mage or so and stuff, are going to choose force mage for the unshakable talent, which means you can't be knocked back. Bethany, any day you want to throw a heal on me is cool. You're gonna have to do it manually because the computer doesn't do it. How is he able to spam Mighty Blow and I can't? You bastard, Carver. Cheating again. Use Mighty Blow pretty much back to back. Like I said, during these sections, just try to keep Bethany alive. She's really stupid. She doesn't realize to run away. In fact, I'd suggest... Hold on, let me see what it does. 3 mana and stamina. I suggest, as far as Bethany goes, to make sure her character, her tactic, is set to ranged. She should always move away. See, it's not. It's set to aggressive. Make sure this is set to ranged. We want to set her to... We'll put her on damager because it's the same thing. This way she uses her fire spell too. Yep. Okay, here we go. Just make sure all your mages and all your ranged damage dealers are always set to ranged. This way they'll move away if they're being attacked, which gives you time to save them. Otherwise, Bethany will just stand around like an idiot and get killed. Like I said, use your choke points. The terrain can be used like extra characters almost, because you're going to hit such a wide range that no one's going to be able to penetrate past you. Shit. Where are you, Bethany? Bethany's a fucking hero, as usual. Okay. So remember, use the terrain to your advantage. Remember, when you're standing here, you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit like this. You're gonna hit them. They're not gonna be able to pass through you. They can't run through your blades. You're gonna keep the threat. So whenever you can, use these choke points. If that means taking all your guys back to an entrance point, if it's a big battle with a lot of guys, and you seem to be losing your mages and people are dying easily, just take them back. Walk them back to a choke point and stand in the middle there. And then just basically become a wall of blade. Okay, here we go. Now, the regular stat distribution you want to put out is about 60-40 strength to constitution. So what that means is, simply put, for every 10 points of stats you put up, you want to put 6 in strength and 4 in constitution, because you are tanking. So I'm going to go like that. The First level I don't count because you always want to go a little bit more. I like to take Might at this point, but some people do it a different way. So you have no activated abilities. Might is probably the best choice here. And we're going to level up Aveline. Aveline is the direct